नमस्कार। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका हमारी सुंदर नगरी जयपुर में। I'm saying I'm welcome. You are we're very delighted to have you. You are a guest, and we say Atithi Devo Bhava, which means our guests are God to us. And it's such a occasion where the European Union and the Indian government are also making some very special ties. And we have the members from Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and yes, of course, India, different parts of India, in fact, I would say. And it's such a privilege to have young people, who are going to be shaping the future of their countries are here with us. So congratulations, and I would like all the students to please raise up who are a part of this project. We'll just introduce you as well because you're very important, and the coaches. Yes, please. The coaches are the ones who are really going to shape them. And so we have 6 Indian students from each institution and 2 students from our European partners. So it's Goa Institute of Management, ISDM from Noida, from Ecole Intuit, and then Arch. We have 6 from. Thank you for we're really welcoming you here with us. Yeah. And you're going to be the flag bearers of this work that we have initiated, which is on impact-focused entrepreneurship. And yes, the coaches, we have also Fabian, those ones who've not been introduced. Thank you so much. The students can sit down. You can see the coaches. Yeah, the coaches can please just be there. So we'll be happy to have you once again. Yes. So thank you for being here with us. You're very special. So they will be guiding the students for the next 3 years through the project with the case studies and ensuring that these cases really bring out some outcomes that these young people can think in a very innovative way. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So as we look towards the decade ahead, as Binoy just mentioned, that we just completed 25 years and we've stepped into our 26th year of existence. And when we're talking about impact and when we're talking about sustainability, yes, Arch has been an institution which is sustained for 25 years. I started out with very humble beginnings with just 2 rooms, a very humble setup in my own residence, and an institution that grew up over these years because people believed in us, our students, our guardians, our parents, the community, our international fraternity. Everybody believed in us and the work that we did. And that's why we could make the impact that we're talking about today. And as an institution that has spent 25 years in education, shaping creative minds and building futures through design-led learning. When I came into the city, got married, I realized there was a complete vacuum. There was there was a lot of design, but design that came from Western part or other parts of the world, and we were more of manufacturers, whereas we had the art, we had the creativity, but there was some design sensibility that came from the West. But together, when we started co-creating, today Jaipur and Rajasthan and India, different parts of India have very varied crafts, and the world market has received them very beautifully. So that's a beautiful impact that the world market has seen. So people like Blue Pottery that you see, Mrs. Nirja Bordia, she might be with us here on the last day when we have a panel discussion. And these are the women, who shaped the city, the country, the kind of work they did with the grassroots. And Jaipur Rugs Foundation, Mr. N.K. Chaudhary, I cannot, he's a Harvard case study. And it's very interesting that we have a case study like him, which is being talked about because of the grassroots level work that was done by him. Jaipur Block, a lot of these 20, 25, and a lot of these entrepreneurs, an English woman came to the city and started it out, right? And this block printing became so famous in London that today the world market is seeing block printing as a very interesting thing. Whereas in the past, if you look even in Austria or the other palaces, you will see a lot of the block printing and the indigo that went from India, right? So these were, and look at the handmade paper industry. Jaipur is the only handmade paper industry in the country which is using a lot of textile waste to create handmade paper, which is very fascinating. Now they're using the barn, right, from the wheat, and also from the husk from other materials to make paper. So they've been very innovative in the ways they've been going about and creating the impact in the country and globally as well. So when Arch was founded a quarter century ago, design education in India was still emerging. Yeah. So Arch had made a deliberate pedagogical choice to teach design not merely as a skill, but as a way of thinking rooted in empathy, cultural intelligence, ethics, and real-world relevance. Design was positioned as a bridge between people, purpose, and possibility. The philosophy shaped our beginnings. Now, 25 years later, Art stands as a mature and evolving learning ecosystem. With a strong alumni network of over 7,000 archers contributing across design, fashion design, products, jewelry, entrepreneurship, education, crafts, and creative industries globally, Archway is not just a campus, we are a community. Our alumni reflect the outcome of an education that values interdisciplinary learning, practice-based inquiry, and purpose-driven creativity. They are professionals, entrepreneurs, educators, freelancers, and cultural contributors, engaging meaningfully with industry and the society at large. As we look ahead, the most important question before us is truly pedagogical. How do we design education for a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous? This is known as the VUCA world, right? And the next decade of Arch will be defined by a clear academic intent to build capacity, confidence, and contribution through education. This means preparing learners not just for the existing careers, but for emerging roles, unknown challenges, and future opportunities. This is what we are doing here with the Co-Life project. We're developing a master's level 3-month program, which is all about impact-focused entrepreneurship and how the world can collaborate and learn from best practices from each other. That's what the new world is going to be all about. It's going to be about collaboration. Our academic direction is therefore moving decisively towards sustainably and circular design as a foundational thinking. That's what we practice here in our institution on a day in and day out basis. We're a completely solar generated campus. We are completely water harvested. There is no waste from this institution. We try and minimize even our furniture. If you see, the institution started 25 years back. Every piece of furniture that was there 25 years back is still existing in the campus. It's been, refurbished, it's done whatever way it is, and I don't believe in that use and throw culture at all. So that's what our philosophy is all about. While digital fashion, AI-enabled design, and immersive media are core capabilities, Indian craft knowledge is connected to the global markets, the value chains, and the narrative of creative entrepreneurship. Intellectual property and enterprise creation remains at the heart and the soul of Arch. Design for social impact, inclusion, and environmental responsibility is key to us. So as a Cumulus Vice President, I initiated the Cumulus Student Talent Camp. Now this camp has become a global thing, which is like 70 countries and 400 institutions, higher education institutions from across the globe have adopted it. I was a part of the Cumulus Design Declaration, which was previously the Kyoto Design Declaration. And you should, as designers, as thinkers, as people from management, we should all look at the Cumulus Design Declaration. This gives a new guideline for the new future that we all need to co-create and build together. As we call this is co-life, we call that also as a co-creation process. So the talent camp is where we talk about social innovation, and these were the real stakeholders, and I already did a pilot with them 2 years back, and we have opened it to the international community and the students in India as well, and we call it the Design Identity Direction Camp now. And this is now after the India talent camp, the next talent camp the last one happened in Benin, in Africa, in Koto, and the earlier one happened in Pordenone in Italy. So every year we have a new talent camp and people can opt for it. It's very reasonably priced. It's a great experience. It's a 1-week program on social innovation. It was completely conceived by me, and I'm so proud that this has gone globally. So India, Arch is shaping a lot of things, and I'm really happy that my team here has supported me in every which way to make it possible. In the next phase, degrees at Arch will no longer be the endpoints. They will become platforms for research and knowledge creation, startups and entrepreneurial ventures, consulting and industry engagement, global collaborations and academic exchanges. We've been doing all this all throughout. We did a UKRI project, which was a UK-India Education Research Initiative project on design communication, developed a portal where the crafts community, the student community could all come together. Similarly, this time we're doing the Erasmus Plus project, which is again, bringing stakeholders from different parts, bringing the industry, the academia, the practitioners, the researchers all together. And in fact, it's been very interdisciplinary because bringing management and design together is really nice, yeah. So our international partnership play a key role in our approach. Through the Co-LIFE Erasmus project, Arch collaborates with institutions from India, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland, focusing on impact-oriented entrepreneurship, sustainability, and responsible innovation. And the word responsible has become the key word today, because how do we understand responsibility today? And young people need to really understand that while the world is on the palm top, that's not where the world is. The world is the real world. And connecting with the real world is what this program is doing. This bringing people from different parts of the world here, yeah? Today, where we are talking about even sustainability, people are trying to reduce the flying hours. They say the carbon footprint is growing, right? But no, yes, we need to meet, we need to talk, we need to collaborate, we need to figure out. Because when, people have seen each other online, but does the online make the difference? No, it really starts, it initiates. But this connection is the real connection. And that is what keeps us alive. So I think we should all engage in a lot of travel, move around. Yes, do it. And if you really want to be sustainable in your daily life, there's small little things where you just need to be sustainable, right? However, no education transformation is possible without the most critical lever, and which is the faculty. And today we have the faculty from different parts of the world here with us, yeah? So we have a residency program here where we entertain. We have a space where we want researchers to come and contribute to the institution. So that's what our vision is. We are a small, compact boutique institution, but we aim to do big, global, impactful work, right? In the next 25 years, Arch will not be defined by its buildings or infrastructure. It will be defined by its faculty culture. It must consciously design clear and meaningful career pathways for faculty, strong research initiatives, and incentives and outputs, regular industry immersion cycles, opportunities for international exposure and collaboration, transparent performance-linked academic growth. Arch must evolve with the model of, the teachers who are just not teaching, but creative leaders who will build knowledge, mentor talent, and shape the discourse. Equally important is to redesign the student journey. Our students of the next decade will emerge as creators of intellectual property, founders and entrepreneurs, global freelancers and collaborators, and cultural ambassadors carrying India's creative intelligence to the world. We're very proud. We are a 5,000 years old civilization and ecosystem which is really very fertile. A lot of the knowledge systems existed here. The world learned from us. And today we need to again believe in that, come out of the colonial mindset, get back into understanding the roots, and this is what the youth needs to get into. So after 25 years in education, Arch recognizes a fundamental truth. The future does not only bring from a blank slate. We are deeply rooted in rich cultural inheritance, indigenous knowledge systems, and creative traditions that continue to inform and nurture us. In a VUCA world, the role of education is not to discard the past, but to interpret it wisely, evolve it responsibly, and extend it meaningfully into the future. The next decade of Arch will therefore be shaped by education that builds resilience, collaboration that strengthens collective intelligence, and purpose that connects creativity to social, cultural, and environmental impact. Grounded in what we have inherited and guided by what the future demands, Arch will continue to educate designers, thinkers, and leaders who can navigate change while remaining anchored in their values. Because of the future we seek to build, that is not separate from our past. It is an extension of it, consciously designed for the world ahead. Thank you so much. I welcome you again once.